So I'm so happy have you to be on my show today, Catherine Gray. I actually met you because I was in your talk. We met in Newport for Opal conference, and one of the events that Opal offered is always to support women, investor, founder, and so on. And your events, it was so remarkable, and I made sure I signed up for it. It's about women in finance and how the fund is not distributed to women, and pretty much is women empowerment, right? And as a female founder and also entrepreneur, those are stuff that I find it very interesting. And when I went to your talk, because we're going to talk about Show Her the Money, I thought the title was very interesting, and I'm going to let you to share that with everyone. But in the talk, I really like your view about let's not trash all men here, right? Obviously, we need men to stand up to be our partner and to help us. And there's many of them also willing to do that. So I don't think it was fair to just trash all men here. And then I really like your attitude about that. And I'm really excited to meet you. And then, before we were recording this, we were saying why I have this podcast, because this is not my business, right? My business is in health tech. But I wanted to do this because it's an opportunity for me to meet other amazing women like yourself and to just get some story, like how they started it and what was their mission and purpose and what drive them and why they want to do what they do. So Catherine.
Love that. Wow, what an introduction. Thank you. I'm so glad that we connected in Newport at the Opal event. It was like an after event for women.
Yes.
And how that actually came about was last year in Newport, we showed our movie, which is called Show Her the Money. Yeah. And we've been on a 100-city tour that's turned into, I think, 200 cities. And Newport was one of the most amazing cities that I went to with the film. Beautiful.
That was the first time I've been there, by the way. That was the reason I was like, if I knew that you were going to show your film the year before in this conference, sign me up.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, so on the 100-city tour, one of our highlights was Newport, Rhode Island. Melissa Bowley there organized it with her team of amazing people. And I think maybe 300 people came out. It was just so lovely. They had a pre-party, an after-party. They were just amazing. Yes. So I called her and I said, Opal Event is having an event that's for family offices, right?
Yes.
In Newport. Would you like to have dinner? I'll be back. And she said, have dinner? No, let's have a reunion party or event and invite everyone from Opal to this women's event to talk about what progress has happened since you've been here with the movie.
And just to let you know, your events, it was actually after the events with Opal. Yes. So most people would just go home, including myself. But because I saw your events, and then it was just really interesting to me. Yeah. So I actually changed my flight so I can attend that.
Thank you.
And then I missed my flight.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of people told me that they actually changed their flight to stay for this event.
I did. At least I did.
Yeah. And a couple hundred people showed up.
Yes.
So this is like after the Opal event ended, a couple hundred people stayed over, and we had it at this beautiful event place.
Beautiful.
The Ocean Cliff Hotel. Uh-huh. And it was like a robust energy there about this topic and about the movie. And we had just released our book. So she was like, bring the book. Let's let people know about Show Her the Money book, which we had just launched online. So that was our...
And you signed them.
Yes.
And that was another reason I was there. And I want the book and I want you to sign it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so I came up to you afterward. I was like, I need to sign, I have the book, and then I have to invite you to the podcast.
Thank you. Well, you know what happened was, there's so many incredible women in the movie, but there was also incredible people behind the scenes who invested in the movie. We raised $1 million to make this movie.
Wow.
And I thought, every one of them, which we call our associate producers, had such extraordinary stories that I thought this would make a great book. So every chapter is one of those people that helped make the Show Her the Money movie possible. And it's an easy read. You know, each chapter is 3 or 4 or 5 pages.
Yeah.
So you get to learn their incredible journeys. And let's face it, when we hear what other people have overcome and triumphed, then it inspires us to do the same, right?
Wait. So beside the book, the movie, is it the same as the book or something different?
So the book is different because it also tells the stories of the people behind the scenes that help make the movie possible. So the investors that we call the co-producers, who all have extraordinary stories. So it's a combination of them and the people in the movie.
I'm so bummed I don't get to see the movie. But wait, but you are gonna show your film in Los Angeles, though.
We're gonna show it. We still show it all over the world. Just this month, we're in like Paris, London, New Zealand.
Wow.
Yeah, all over, but also all over the United States too. I know
that is true because it's so hard to get you to be on my podcast. And then I know you were traveling, but now I feel like I have to see the film because I thought the film, if I have the book, is the same, but it's not.
No, it's different. So I was just at the Women's Venture Summit in San Diego, which is fabulous, by the way. You should go next year. And you happen to say, hey, do you want to come do this podcast on the 26th?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh,
Perfect.
I happen to be leaving there, heading to LA. So this was a perfect plan that was meant to be.
Yes.
So we made the film about how women are only getting 2% of venture capital. I know. And men are getting 98%. And
hey, I get it. I mean, this is the reason why I went to your talk because I'm also a startup founder. I've been on both sides, right? So now with my new app helping people to have family, it's hard. And then especially women in tech, it's even harder.
It shouldn't be that hard. It shouldn't be that hard.
I agree.
So there's a couple of things that we talk about in the film. I think what people love most about the film, because it's been so well received wherever we go. And it always brings together the most brilliant people that are either investors or entrepreneurs, and you're both, into a room to talk about the situation and how to fix it. But in the film, we showcase 3 different types of people that make up this ecosystem. So the women that are starting their own venture capital funds, that I call the unsung heroes, that really people don't know about, but they're out there raising millions of dollars to invest in women. The second is...
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, the second sector that we showcase is these women investors who are investing in these venture funds because without that, nothing would change. And their incredible stories, because they're all amazing women. They just want to invest in other women who have ideas and innovations because maybe they don't, but they can invest in women who do and make a profit and an impact.
Yeah.
And what's better than that?
Smart.
And then the third sector, of course, is the women innovators who are having trouble getting funding, but because there's becoming more and more women-founded funds investing in women, they're starting to get some funding. And so the whole purpose of the movie, which I call a movie and a movement, so it's a movement, is to take...
I like that. Movement.
Movement, is to educate women and men in an entertaining, engaging way, storytelling way about what is venture capital, because most people, even very accomplished people, don't know, and why it's so important to the future of the planet, and why it's such a fascinating and exciting realm to be in, and why they would want to invest in it and be a part of it.
Are you also the producer of this movie?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So besides you being the writer for the book, you also produced the movie.
Oh, yeah. So I'm an executive producer for the movie. It was my vision to create this film. I paired up with an incredible director, Kai Dickens, who helped me put this together. And then we have other executive producers that help fund it as well. So
you also raised the funds.
I raised the funds.
Oh my God, Catherine, you do everything here. You like so many hats.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
And then I put together this global movement with my amazing team. Michaela and Roxanne have helped me with this.
And I love that movement. Yeah. And then love your title, Show Her the Money.
Thank you.
How you come up with the title?
Oh, funny you should ask. Rarely people ask that, so that's a great question. Originally, it was Girls Just Want to Have Funs.
Oh, okay.
And I was trying to get Cyndi Lauper to sing this for me.
Oh, that'd be great.
Which would have been really cool, but her manager said, no, she can't do that. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Why not?
I don't know. She didn't write it or something. But anyway,
okay.
So as a group, kind of was the consensus they didn't want to use the word girls. And so I said, I'm okay with changing it as long as it's something that I really strongly believe is the right title. Like, you can't go out and raise money for something you don't believe in.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to feel it in my heart, in my gut. And when we all came up with Show Her the Money, I was like, oh, you know what? That's even better than Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
I actually like the title.
It is powerful.
Yes, I actually like the title.
And there's no guessing about what the movie's about, right?
No. Yeah.
And
it kind of remind me, Jimmy Maguire, remember that movie?
Yes.
Show Me the Money or something?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I love it. Okay. So that's how you come up with the name.
Yes.
Was it difficult for you to raise the money to make this film?
It wasn't as difficult as some other things I've done. I think when you're doing what you're meant to be doing, the universe kind of puts those people in front of you, and you meet one or two people.
Can
and
you
then
say
they
that
know one
again?
or two
Because
people.
that's what I've been keep telling people.
Yes.
And then sometimes I have to say that to myself also, because
Yes.
it's always difficult. I think it's difficult to raising money,
Yeah.
but again, that's my belief. Right? I had to change that, but.
Yeah. I do think a lot of it's mindset, and we do have to get out there. People expect someone to come knock on their door. It's not going to happen. You do have to put yourself out there and meet hundreds of people to meet the right people that are like-minded, who believe in whatever it is that you're doing.
Right.
And that's really the key. And usually once you meet a handful of people that believe in you and believe in the project, they will have friends that they call up and say, hey, I'm doing this. Why don't you come in too? And that's kind of how it snowballed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you raise the money.
Yes.
You, the writer, you produce it. And then what make you want to do a film about how the finance industry and, how women have to raising fund?
Well, I just couldn't believe there wasn't a film out there about the 2%.
It isn't.
And that it wasn't common knowledge. Everybody I would say, we only get 2% of venture capital.
It's
and
a
their
shock.
mouth would
Yeah.
drop and they would be like, what?
Yeah.
And I say, yeah, isn't that crazy? You've got, 50% of the entrepreneurs are women. And literally men would say, oh, well, is that because there's not women entrepreneurs
That's what I
asking
was
for
gonna
money?
say,
And I'm
because-
like, no, it's not because of that.
Yeah.
It's because the people sitting at the table deciding who gets the money were all older Caucasian men. And so I did a TED Talk about this called Fund Women Save the World. And
Wait, can we
Yes.
see that?
you can see that. It's on YouTube.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what's it called again?
Fund Women Save the World.
I like that title.
And I talked about the
Fund Women Save
research.
the World. Okay.
Research shows people tend to invest in people they identify with. So if you're talking to pitching, you're a young woman, maybe you're a person of color, maybe you're LGBTQ, whatever, and you're pitching people and no one at that table looks like you, they're probably not going to identify with you or the product. And
I totally see that.
That's the problem. That's why the system is so broken. There's a couple reasons it's broken, but this is a main one, and it's why I made the film. I wanted more people to understand that all type of people need to be investing in venture capital, and that it wasn't just for gazillionaires, that someone could take 25 or 100,000 from their IRA and put it over in this. But the key thing, like any investment, because I'm not an investment advisor, but any time you're looking at your portfolio and you're diversifying, you never want to put everything into a specific thing.
Right.
But more and more people, especially family offices, are diversifying into alternative assets, right?
Yeah.
Like venture capital.
Yeah.
And so this film is a vehicle to educate that big transfer of wealth that's happening to women right now as we speak, trillions of dollars in this coming decade, about venture capital and why they want to be a part of this ecosystem of deciding who's getting the funding. You know, you and I know women impact 80% of the buying decisions. Why aren't we affecting at least 50% of the investment decisions? We should be. We're buying it. We know what we want. So we should be impacting what the future products and services are.
And you just give me an answer to a question, at least I have. I don't know if other women have the same thing. The question for me was like, why are we not getting the fund? Because I meet a lot of women founder, so it's not like there's lack of, but then I don't know if it's because I'm a woman, so I notice other women founder. But everybody said it was hard for women to get funding, and we don't know why. There was a question mark until you just mentioned it, that the most people who made the decision to distribute that money or invest that money is not us.
And then women do tend to be more philanthropists than investors in venture capital. And I want to shift that because, you know, even these people that are so generous, Melinda Gates and others that are starting to invest, I think they're starting to see that they can make as much impact investing in venture capital as they do with philanthropy to charitable foundations. So there needs to be an understanding that they should both exist, but we shouldn't just be putting money just in charitable nonprofits. We should also be taking that money and investing in women entrepreneurs through venture capital. And I'm a big proponent of venture capital as opposed to angel investing, only because it's more like a mutual fund. So you're pooling your money with other people, and then it's being deployed by the very smart general partners who are vetting the deals for you, so you don't have to know how to vet them. It's just like putting your money in a mutual fund in the market, but you probably don't even know who's deploying your capital or where they're deploying it. And so this is more, you know, you're more likely to be able to meet the general partners. You're more likely to maybe even get to meet the founders you're investing in. So that makes it very exciting. It can be very, you know, interactive type of investing, where you actually have a say-so of your thesis and what you want to be putting your money in to make an impact and leave a legacy. So let's say it is women's health that's important to you. You can then put it into a fund. It's being pooled with other people's money, and they're deploying that fund into 20 or 30 companies that are focused on products and services for women's health. Now you're putting your money somewhere that you can not only grow it, but you can make a tremendous impact. So it's so different than just putting it in the public market. And by the way, most of the profits are made before it ever hits the public market. Like that's their end goal but look at all the opportunity before that. But you know, before it goes public, where anybody can buy it, right?
And I like the fact that you were saying you're still making a big impact. If your goal is making social impact, and what are the causes for us, for me, is women health and family. So in that sense, then you create bigger impact, actually.
And the average return on venture capital is around 20%, where on the market, the public market, it's like 10%. So you're making more money so that you can make even more impact. And isn't that the goal?
Yes, totally. Oh my God, I just learned something. Are you sure you're not a financial advisor?
I'm not, but I have learned a lot from a lot of really great financial advisors that are in my circle with this endeavor, with the movie. There's some fantastic women-founded funds in our movie. SoGal Ventures, Emmeline Ventures, that I have so much respect for, these women that are out there raising that money, and they are so smart in deploying it. Also, Kelly Winget, Alternative Investment Partners, all involved in the film, all experts in this arena. And there's so many out there.
I really need to see this film, honestly. When are they going to show it? Anywhere in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Okay.
So we continue to show it all over. It's coming to San Francisco in October, Boston, and also Los Angeles. Los Angeles is October 11th.
Okay, people, listen to this. October 11th.
October 11th. And we're doing something different with this one. It's the only screening that we've done where we're pairing up with 2 other women's empowerment movies. So we're kicking off LA Tech Week with the city of West Hollywood, showcasing 3 back-to-back women's empowerment movies, plus, networking and getting to share ideas and innovations there at the event.
Girls, everybody, please go watch the film. Yes. Actually, I'm hosting LA Tech Week, having breakfast for women in health, and you should come.
Okay,
great. And then it was, I think it's on Thursday, the 14th.
Okay.
Yes.
So on October 11th at the West Hollywood Library Theater, we are doing at 9 to 10 a.m. People who buy an all-day pass will get a complimentary Show Her the Money book. So the first 100 people, I think we have a handful of those tickets left at showherthemoneymovie.com.
Okay.
Click on upcoming screenings and go to October 11th, and the all-day VIP pass allows you to get complimentary.
Are you going to be there?
Book. I'm going to be there.
Okay, because I think people, if they're going to go, they will love to meet you.
So so our movie's at 10 a.m. and 9 to 10, I'm going to be there with the other executive producers, which are Dawn LaFrida, who owns more restaurants than any woman in the country. Actress Sharon Gless, who is famous for Cagney and Lacey and Queer as Folk and some other great movies and TV shows. And also Diana Greschek, as well as Kai Dickens, who is our director of the movie and an executive producer. So we'll all be there from 9 to 10 signing the books.
Okay, so you're going to sign the book also.
Yes. Then the first movie's at 10, which is ours, Show Her the Money.
So don't miss that. If you go, be there for the 10 a.m. movie.
Yes.
And then you also get to meet her. And then we also get the book. You can get a special ticket. And then you can sign it.
Yes, all of that.
I mean,
and
people want you to sign it. Yeah.
Yes, and then and during that 9 to 10, not only signing books, but there's like a breakfast networking. So after our movie is a luncheon networking event to connect with all these having all these amazing people meet each other. The next movie's at 1:00, which is Lily. So Lily is an amazing movie about the Lilly Ledbetter Act. That Obama signed into law for equal pay for women.
Yeah.
So, but what an incredible story. It's featuring Oscar-nominated actress Patricia Clarkson. So that's the second movie. The third movie right after that is the Day of Women's Empowerment Movies. The third one is Still Working 9 to 5 that features Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and Dolly Parton. Okay. And another amazing movie.
I love them, by the way.
And
it's all about women empowerment. If you ever see Jane Fonda's interview, she always say her life wouldn't be the same without her women, right? Without her women friends and so on.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all about women supporting each other.
100%. And that documentary is about how things have changed and how things have not changed since they made the movie 9 to 5. And here it is 20 years later, the documentary about where are we now? What's the same and what has changed and what's the future? So it's going to be an incredible day with a gathering of incredible people.
I'm so excited. Okay, definitely.
Thank you.
Catherine, we always ask every guest on our show that what would be one of the things or advice you would give to your younger self? Or, if you knew what you knew, like, what would you do differently?
What would I do differently? I've had an incredible life. I've always done what I love. I do feel like we can all...
Well, you do everything. You have so many hats. You're a writer, producer. You're also raising the fund. You're also an investor. What, am I missing anything else?
I do have a podcast called Invest in Her.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Okay, podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just surpassed like 400
You're a
episodes.
women. Yeah.
And like you, I think, my podcast. I interview women who are founders
Yeah.
and women who are funders,
Yeah.
and or who provide great resources for founders and funders. So I get to meet the most incredible women on the planet by doing the show. So I love doing it. But my younger self, I would just say, be fearless, and I would say, don't be afraid to ask for money when you're doing something that you're put on the planet to do, because you're asking not for yourself, but for your purpose on the planet. And that helps you to be more fearless. So to always remember that.
I love that, because I think for me, it's always hard for me to ask for money.
I think it is for everybody.
Okay, good. I was like, is it just me? And then
But if
part
you
of
remember
it,
that what you're doing is helping so many women,
Yes.
And families,
Yes.
that you have to be fearless in the asking and find other people who get that what you're doing is so important, and that's why they would want to invest in it. Not,
I like that.
They probably are investing in you because people do tend to invest in people they like or identify with, right? But they also want to invest in things that are making a difference. And so, but that can help you to be fearless about it.
I like that. And it's true, because, I wanted to do something that aligned with my purpose, and it's about helping everyone who wanted to have a family, because we kind of spoke a little bit earlier where I think the definition family, there's no set definition, it have been broad, and I think the definition family should be defined by love,
Yes.
more than the gender or whatever it is.
Yes. Obviously, I agree.
Yeah. So, and this is what I believe in. So anyway, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's being fearless. And then if you are raising money, the great advice that you have give is, don't feel bad or like asking for money or a favor. You're doing this to help more people.
Right.
And
Yeah.
to
And like
your
you, I'm
purpose.
always still raising money. I'm raising money for an educational program so that young people can learn about venture capital in high school and colleges. I think that'll be a generational game changer.
Totally. Because
yeah.
I don't think the school, I don't know nowadays, but I don't, when I was in school, we don't
No,
have
they don't
this.
teach it. And
Yeah.
I already have the distribution for it. I already have the experts to create it. It will be combined with our movie. So just looking for the right family
Yeah.
foundation to get behind it. And then also a docu-spinoff series that we're going to do with a major media outlet, and talking to corporate companies that want to align themselves with a branding that says, I'm supporting women entrepreneurs and investors. With this big transfer of wealth, these wealth management companies, these banks are going to want to brand themselves as the go-to people for women, right?
Right.
And that's an opportunity for them to do that.
That's actually great marketing for them also, especially now there's
Absolutely.
more women movement and even women business own.
Yes.
You can get certification from that. So yeah, that's very
100%.
smart. That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
So we're kind of expand the movement. We will be streaming the
Oh,
film.
that's another hat
Yeah.
for you. You're an activist also. I would
there
say.
you go.
Yes, it's like somebody had. I was like, what else do you not do? Yes.
But we will be streaming the film starting Women's History Month next year.
Okay.
But I will say the magic is in coming to a live event.
Yes.
Putting yourself in a room with like-minded people, change
Yes.
makers, and seeing it on the big screen and being able to talk about it after.
Yeah.
You cannot replace that wonderful, experience.
And then
so-
obviously there's Q&A, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if they have any question, they
Yes.
can also ask why you want to produce a film and so on. What's the
Yes.
story behind?
Yes.
Yeah.
Our website is showherthemoneymovie.com.
Okay, showherthemoneymovie.com.
And people can go to that website to find out when our screenings are. They can also book a screening there.
Okay.
And all these free resources there, how to find our podcasts, how to find these books
Yeah.
from us and other people.
Yeah.
It's just filled with free resources. And so we just like to drive people to the site where they can sign up to get our newsletter and be part of this movement. So
Right.
showherthemoneymovie.com.
We definitely have to put your link on the podcast description and handle so people can click on it. But again, it's Show Her the Money
movie.
The word is money. I was just trying to be cute and put the logo money sign, but it's the word money. Okay, for sure. Thank you so much, Catherine, for coming here today.
Thank you for this platform. You're such a lovely person, and I just am happy to connect with you. And there are just so many brilliant women out there like yourself that are doing such great work in the world, and I'm grateful to have a platform to talk about that.
Thank
and
you.
Just going to end on a note that I'm so glad that in the last decade or two, there's been a huge wave of girl dads, like it's a thing. And I love that the dads are getting behind their daughters and helping them build their business and investing in them. And I know we're going to move this needle between women starting to be investors because we're educating them about venture capital, and the dads who want to champion their daughters. So good things ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.